eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night.
Hey guys, how's it going? It is Andy or Secret Magoo here, and I am bringing you your commentary topic today, and let's get right into it. What I'm going to be talking about today is two stories that I had over my life there. One was when I was about 5, and one was about a year ago when I was 15. So let's first talk about the one when I was about 5 years old. So I lived over in Oakland with my parents. Not really relevant, but I thought I'd let you guys know. And on one day, I went over to a family friend's house, and I was playing with the family friend's little girl that was about my age, and we're playing up on this hill behind their house. And I lived up in the Oakland Hills, so it's very steep hills. It's kind of cold, and there's a lot of like rock. It's not like dirt; it's more of hard rock. So we're just kind of making our way through the backyard, going around these hills, just having a good time, and we're just relaxing. And then all of a sudden, I start to fall. And as I start to fall, I kind of kick my leg to the side. And instead of falling forward, I fall to the side. And as I fall to the side, my leg swings around and it hits something. And I didn't realize exactly what it was until I looked down at my leg and saw something sticking all the way through my leg. It turns out that the friend that I was playing with, her dad was a gardener for a living, so he had a lot of garden tools just kind of sitting around the backyard, just kind of ready to be used in case he needed them. And they were just sitting there, and it ended up that I ended up falling on a rake. And the point of the rake, the part that you drag across the ground, the nice and sharp part, went through my knee and came out the other side, went through the bottom of it and came out the top. So if you can imagine a 6-year-old, I had no idea what to do. I'm like, oh my god, that shouldn't be happening, that shouldn't be happening. So as every kid does at that age when they think they should be hurt, they just start yelling as loud as they can. And out comes my mom and my friend's mom, and they take me out on the counter, and I'm bleeding everywhere, and it was just not a good time. And I'm like, oh my god, get me an ambulance, I'm gonna die, get me an ambulance. If I don't get an ambulance right now, I'm gonna die. Mom's like, calm down, you'll be okay, you're just bleeding everywhere, we'll get you to the emergency room and everything will be great. And in the end, everything was fine. We ended up just going to the emergency room. I think I got about 8 stitches on the front of my knee and 10 stitches out in the back. So not the most fun in the world for a 5-year-old, but it gives me a good story to tell, and now I have a nice scar that I can tell people. And girls, they don't exactly love hearing stories about that, but it's an interesting story to tell them, and it's like an icebreaker if they start talking about scars or injuries or something, because I have an injury that usually beats most of them, and it's just kind of something good to talk about. So now I'm going to start talking about the second story. This happened to me about a year ago. So a little backstory. I play high school baseball for my high school. This was during my freshman year. I was on the JV baseball team. And at my high school, or just in general in baseball, you have the guy batting that's on home plate. And the guy that's on deck stands next to the home plate. He's usually about 45 feet back, up against the fence, and he's usually pretty safe and nothing will really happen to him. But at our place, we're kind of short on space because we're right next to our downtown, and there's a giant street right next to us, so we don't exactly have the most room to work with. So our backstop is about 15 feet away. And on this day, my friend Joey was up to bat, and I'm just kind of chilling on the on-deck circle, messing with my batting gloves, swinging the bat a little bit, just kind of getting ready for a good at-bat and a good game. And the pitch comes, and usually nothing happens. Most it'll happen, like the ball will get fouled around, and the guy will be fine. But on this day, he fouled it. He was late on his swing, so it came right back at me. And I look up, because I wasn't really paying attention. I was more like looking at my gloves and getting ready. I look up at the last second as it's coming. It's flying in there at around like 80 to 100 miles an hour, because it just came off the bat. It goes, and it strikes me right under the chin, or right on the chin, like on the bottom of it. And I go, and I just completely crumble to the ground. So I'm there on the floor, and I don't remember about 30 seconds of that. I got knocked out on impact. The impact was so great on my chin that I just kind of crumbled, and I don't remember anything from it. And yeah, it was just not good. So next thing I remember is I wake up. I look up and I have my friend Joey, who was batting, who hit the ball, was next to me, looking down at me. I have my coach, and then I have the trainer who just happened to be at the game watching, because he had to wait to go to the lacrosse game, because lacrosse is more of a contact sport than baseball, so he usually has to do more there. But luckily he was right there, and he helps me up, and he takes a look at my chin, and he's like, how is your tongue okay? Did you bite your tongue or anything? And I go and open my mouth, and my mouth is all bleeding. I'm like, yeah, it looks like I did. Kind of bit my lip. There's blood everywhere. I'm like, that's not good. He's like, okay, do you want to come out of the game? We can take you to the hospital. I'm like, no, I'm not getting out of the game now, because this is one of the years as a freshman playing baseball. My school is very good at baseball, and being a freshman, I didn't get to play much that year. I'm just going to be totally honest. I wasn't that fantastic. I sat on the bench a lot of the year, and it was towards the end of the year, and I finally got a chance to play, and I was not going to let this opportunity go to waste, and I was like, nope, I'm going to stay in the game, and I'm going to keep playing. And my coach was like, are you sure? You might have a concussion. It might be bad or something. And I was like, nope, I'm going to play. And next thing that happens, my friend Joey gets a hit, and I go up to bat, and I hit a double, which is really good for me. It doesn't happen very often. And it was good because I felt good. The pain hadn't come yet because I had so much adrenaline. But the next day I go to school. I actually skipped school because I had a concussion. I forgot to mention that. But I sent a picture to one of my friends, and it literally looked like I looked like a chipmunk on one side of my face. My cheek was so puffy, and it was so dark black. It didn't look like me at all, and it was really strange looking. And God, that was an interesting week. When I came back to school, everyone's like, oh my God, did you get in a fight? And I had to explain to them what happened and everything like that. But in the end, I'm okay. It broke my jaw a little bit, but everything's okay now, and my face looks totally fine. So if you guys like the video, if you guys could give a like rating, that'd be fantastic. If you like my commentary, come subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every day and do commentaries just like this. Subscribe to The Player. He has a beast gameplay in the background if you guys have been watching that. And I've been Andy or Secret Magoo, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.
A lot of broken dreams around here. A lot of people waiting on a chance. A lot of broken souls around here. I'ma make this mother dance. Dance like you got one night. All I see is floodlights. I met like 18 girls just